Hey guys, so today I'm reviewing Divorce. This is season 1, episode 2. And this episode, it was good. The thing about this show is though, right? It's a good show, but it's like I feel like it drags out a little bit. Like it runs longer than it should because they drag out the scenes a lot. Like it's like really bad. I think it's a little bit worse than Sistas. Like I'm not even gonna lie, like this the way they drag the scenes out is just terrible. But I will say that the show is very much interesting. It has a very good storyline and everything. Is just I'm not into the way they drag the scenes out. That's it. But other than that, it's a good show. So the episode starts off with Rashida talking to one of so basically it starts off with how it ended with that girl coming in saying she's been having an affair with Pastor Jefferson. So Rashida, she's asking questions and she basically says that she just had a breakup with her boyfriend on her birthday, which was January 7th. And Pastor Jefferson said, let's pray about it. And then he kissed her and she tries to stop, but he didn't stop. And then he forced her to have oral, and then they had sex for 3 months. So then, Rashida basically brings her to the office and basically basically tries to tell her to explain how it went down, and then she splits the script because first she's like on her side, she's like all calm about it, and then she's like, well, on his calendar it says that he was with his family this day, and this and that and the third, and then she's like, we know you just want money and how much do you want, and she basically exposed her and said that there's cameras everywhere, so she does try to take it to court or a lawyer or police that there's cameras, and the girl storms off and basically says she'll be getting her lawyer. So then Bridget walks in and basically says that she got her dress in the car and basically asks, was it one of the other girls? Basically saying, was it, another one of the whores? And she was like, yeah, whatever. So then Geneva's at work and Javon comes in. I guess he's an old flame of hers who she had an affair with 6 years ago. And he comes in, he says he's now divorced and, he wants to see her. But then, she's basically like, me and William are happily married and that won't be happening. So then he leaves and that's that. So then Naomi is outside, not Naomi, Tiffany's outside Naomi's house and she calls Rashida and basically they're talking on the phone. Rashida basically asks what's wrong with Geneva, and she says, "Ask Geneva." And this and that. She's basically talking about Naomi about her drinking. So then Naomi opens the door. She says she heard everything, and then they're talking, and then Naomi's basically saying that, he doesn't get to leave her, and she just, in a house or whatever. But Tiffany's basically like, girl, you got paid off $37 million from this divorce. Just move on with your life. Like, you're doing good. And then she's like, that's not enough, and this and that and there. Because imagine you being married and then your husband leaves you for a 25-year-old white girl. So then, basically, she leaves and basically, oh yeah, but when she leaves, her makeup and dress crew comes in, basically confirming that she is going to that banquet. So then Rashida comes in and her kids are ignores her. She's like, "Hey kids," they ignore her, and then they have a whole attitude towards her. I'm like, "Oh my goodness!" So then Geneva's there, and they end up talking upstairs about everything, and they're talking about they're just having a little girl talk, and she basically tells her about Javon coming and all that. So then, um, that was that. So then Bridget's at home trying to get ready for the banquet, and this guy calls her, telling her that he fired her boyfriend, who's I guess in his 20s, and he fired her boyfriend, and I guess this is like the fourth job she got him, and he quit. No, not she fired him. He quit. He quit the job, and this is like the fourth job she got him. So then he comes in, he's like, "Yeah, was that him? Yeah, I quit because I can't do the work. It's too much hard work." He's basically a bum. He's a 20-year-old, but I'm like, why are you even with him? Bridget, you deserve so much better. But yeah, she's sleeping with a 20-year-old bum, and that's that. So then Naomi's getting her hair and makeup done, and she keeps looking at photos of her ex, and her makeup stylist basically snatched her phone saying, "You better stop looking, this and that and third." And she just basically gets herself together. So then William comes home, I guess after his work trip, and Geneva's being standoffish with him, and basically she's giving him the cold shoulder, and she's basically like, "Yeah, we got to get ready for this banquet or whatever, so get dressed." And before that, I forgot to say, when Rashida and Geneva were talking, Rashida said that she feels like Geneva's looking for a reason for William to cheat, so she can have a reason. You know what I'm saying? So then back at Rashida and Jefferson's house, they're arguing. So Rashida comes downstairs and she sees Jefferson on the phone with somebody, and he closes the door. So then she opens the door and then he hurries up, hangs up the phone. He's like, and she's like, "What was that about?" He was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. This is none of your business." And then while they're in the middle of arguing, the kids come in and basically go off on them, saying that they're not a big happy family that they portray to be, and they don't believe in marriage now, and this and that and third. So then after the kids leave, Rashida basically asks Jefferson, "Are they falling apart?" He's like, "I don't got time for this. I got to shower. Bye." So then, um, so then Geneva and William are about to get ready to go to the banquet, and then Geneva comes downstairs and she sees that Javon's there, and then she's like, "What's Javon doing here?" And then he's basically like, "Oh yeah, he's in town now, and he's divorced now, whatever." So then William brings out Anika so Javon can meet him, and basically Anika says she wants Javon to put her to bed. So then the episode ends with Javon asking Geneva, "Is Anika his daughter?" And that was the end of this episode. I'll see you guys next week for episode 3.